Shot, clock, running, shot, clock, running. Welcome to Shot Clock. If you come in my lane, you getting your shot blocked. Coach Bub on the mic, BA is a hot spot. This is the podcast, tune into the broadcast. It might be a special guest, never know who gon' slide past. Got some topics to discuss while making the time pass. Let's talk about rap, let's talk about fashion, let's talk about sports, or what's the latest gadgets, and I ain't trying to brag. This right here the best show. Cross over, then lay them up with the left.
Yo, it's your boy Coach Bub with another episode of Shot Clock Podcast. And I got a very special guest tonight.
Yeah.
I got the legendary linebacker himself, Deveon Simmons.
Yeah.
Appreciate you dropping in on me, baby.
Yeah.
How you been?
Chilling.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hey man, it's the one that they've been waiting for right here, man. Yeah. All right, let's get started, man. All right, so let's start coming up. You know, I often I hear talk about them Twickenham, games in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's where a lot of your toughness came from.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, your upbringing and just, how you got into football and being the player that you were.
Well, I was born out Bayside Arms. I moved from Bayside Arms when I was 5 years old. I moved out to Twickenham. When I moved out to Twickenham, it was a whole different ball game. I ain't never played. I never played football until my 9th grade year at Lansdowne. And that kind of changed my life a little bit.
Yeah.
And once I wasn't eligible the first year, I used that free waiver. And once I got a taste of it, it was on.
So did you know you always was a linebacker, or like how did you get into playing linebacker?
I mean, I ain't never thought about it. I just played the game. I just loved the game. That's it. I did whatever I had to do for the team anytime I played.
Okay.
I used to be the kicker too, and punter. Yeah.
All right, so you went to Lansdowne, right? So let's talk about being there with Coach Jack. What did Coach Jack do for you as a young 14-year-old kid, coming into high school football and starting as a freshman?
Coach Jack was more like Coach Jack gave me like the discipline side of the football game. Coach Jack was a tough coach, man. You had to be tough to deal with him, man.
Facts.
Yeah. He was different. He disciplined.
All right, so
I learned a lot from Coach Jack though, man. A lot.
Was it more football related, or was it? I know most people get up and down. I know for me, it was more like I said, the life lessons. Like
it was like transferring the streets into like the football. That's what Coach Jack gave me.
Gotcha. So in a sense, he was the one that kind of helped you take that anger and that street shit and kind of molded it and disciplined it and displayed it for football.
Yeah, his whole coaching style. His whole coaching style.
Okay, so let's talk about where you are now when Coach Jackson decides that he gonna leave. What was going through your mind as what was going to transition of who's gonna be the next coach? Obviously we was returning like 20 starters, like it was all uphill from there. But then all of a sudden the coach leaves.
It was more like Jack was there. He had us. He was into what he was doing. He up and left. I remember the first day, Coach Brady walked into school with a trench coat on.
He was like, "Who is this?"
I'm like, "Yo, who is this, man?" Like, "Yo, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Nah, man." Then when Beatty came in, it was a whole different ball game, man. Beatty, there was totally two different type of coaches. Totally two different.
What's the difference?
Jack was like more disciplined, and Coach Beatty was like more like get together, get your stuff together. Like it's time, and you ain't got that much time. Like time ain't on your side. Like boom, 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 boom. It's time to grow up.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? But Coach Jack, man, that coaching staff, man, I don't know if I would have just started off with Beatty, I don't know how far I would have went the whole 4 years. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. You need it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Beatty probably came right in my 9th grade year, it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But Beatty, like, he stuck by. Beatty could have been gave up on niggas, man. Like, Beatty, yo, like, Beatty hung in there, like, come on, like, what are you doing? Like, you too old for this. Like, what are you doing?
That man had to pay for IHOP tax.
Yeah. Beatty, yeah. He was a whole different type of coach.
What the fuck did I get myself into with these niggas? I know he felt like Urban Meyer when he had the floor niggas.
It'll never be no
They're about to give us a headache.
It'll never be no other coach like him.
Alright, so
there'll never be no other coach like Beatty around here.
So you start to see early success, right? And then when, like we said, Coach Beatty came that year, just shit.
It was different.
It was never, football in this area was never the same again. And I'm not going to try to take the full credit because he started it at Salem, you know what I'm saying? Where it was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Mark Way and them dudes. So I want to get them they, you know what I mean, they kudos. But when he came over there, the 2001 concert drive,
it was different.
That motherfucker, like.
Yeah, it was different. It was different.
We had a few more, you know what I mean, cars in the garage than he had over there, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
he was different. He was totally different.
So what's going through your mind? Like, cause at this point, recruiting is starting to take off. You're getting offers from everybody in the country. What's going through your mind? Like you said, man, like humble beginnings, humble upbringing, and you know what I mean. All of a sudden, you a fucking superstar. You know what I mean? What was that like in the city?
It was more like I knew it was coming, so I kind of like prepared myself for it and took what came with it. I never thought that I was that good for real. I never ever. You never heard me say, "Yo, I'm that nigga." Yo, the fuck nigga. Yo, you know what I mean? I don't.
We do now.
I never. Yeah, now.
I know. I got.
But when we was playing, that never was me.
No.
That never was me. That never was me. That never was me. Like that never was me. I don't know, man. It was different. Like I took a lot of anger out on that field. I could have been doing a lot of whole different.
What was some of that anger that you were taking out on the field? Like, right now, it might be a kid that's you. Like, you know what I mean? It's a kid coming up, and you got a lot of, you know what I mean, your qualities, like, came up kind of the same way, and, you know, so if you can say something to help them, you know, how did you alter that and ultimately, you know, just put that anger out on the field and receive a whole bunch of success for it?
Man, like, my life, if it weren't for my mom, I don't know how I could have did it. Gotcha. If it weren't for her, I don't know. She a strong lady, man. I don't know how. I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know how somebody can make it without their mom. That's tough. That's tough. That's Puff. Big dog.
So during that time, right, also, you know, it was another thing that you was also known for being, you know, the best linebacker, one of the best, you know, players around, but one of the most feared people in the city at that time. You know, what came with that? And how did the two come together as the football player?
As far as what?
I mean, we said he was knocking niggas out.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
I want to hear.
Yeah. He was knocking niggas out. Couple grown men, all type of shit. But yeah.
Man, but tell you the truth, I don't even know.
Yeah.
That God.
Was it that same anger that you presented for the field that you would put into that too?
Doing shit like this, bro. I had nobody to to guide me, bro.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? My mom, she was a hell of a lady. She always worked 2 jobs. She won't never had a time to be home. She was a hell of a lady, man. I don't know how. I don't know. God. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even answer that question.
All right, so piggybacking off that, right? Do you think that same stigma of being this feared nigga in the streets, what did that do to some guys when they lined up against you on the football field? Because it was like, they done heard them fucking stories.
So like the streets and the football field is different. What happened on the football field happened. You gotta take that. You do something in the streets, man, nigga can come blow your brains out while you laying there. Keep the whole dough down. You hear me? It's different, man. Football field, you take that, whatever you go through, you can take that out on the field. My mission was to hurt.
So in a sense, that was your therapy.
Yeah, that's what got me. If football wasn't here, I don't know. I don't know. If football wasn't on this earth, if football wasn't a sport, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I would have been. I don't know what I would have been doing. I don't even know where I would have been to. I don't even know if I would have been here today. I don't know. I don't know. Football was like football. School, straight to football. I don't know going home. Now, if I had to go home after school, I probably would have never made it to football. You see what I'm saying? Football was football. Like, I'm happy it was there a little bit.
Gotcha. All right, so things started rolling that year, right? Knocking them down, you know what I'm saying? You start to move. So at what point do you realize, like, damn, we might can win this bitch?
It was like our 9th grade year.
Okay, so
Jack already was winning, like, yo. Like the older dudes that transfer, like, yo, y'all gonna win it, such and such down the road, just keep working. It was always there. It wasn't even a question like, do you think y'all can win it or y'all gonna win it? We knew we was gonna win it at some point in time. We supposed to win it our 11th grade year.
Yeah,
they set us up.
Let's talk about this. So what was the setup?
Our 11th
What happened your junior year?
What do you mean?
I'm saying.
The game?
Yeah. What went wrong? Hold on, let's go back. Hold on, let me start this.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun now.
Yeah, that's easy.
All right, so look. So the night before that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had a certain person that we ain't gonna call him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was throwing strip parties, right? Me, you, and Arnett go to the strip party.
Mm-hmm.
Remember in the party, it was one particular, dancer there.
Mm-hmm.
That
she had on white.
Yeah, this nigga remember what she had on. She caught your eye.
Yeah.
And you said you had the hat, right?
Yeah.
They told you what? What they tell you?
They told me straight up, if you fuck her tonight, y'all will lose tomorrow.
They told you what again for the camera? What they told you?
If you fuck her tonight, y'all lose tomorrow.
Alright, so.
And I fucked her on the pool table.
I remember. Okay. Alright, so.
We lost the next
So, no,
day.
let's go to the next day. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go particularly to you, right? My nigga, you fumbled it 2 times.
Yeah,
What happened, bro? What went through your mind though as you fumbled them shits? I know.
Them shits just was gone. They won't know. You gotta get them shits back. I had the 2 Under Armours on.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel it was cold. 25 degrees, 20 degrees out there.
A lot of shit went wrong.
It was
a lot of shit went wrong.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So.
And then a lot of matchups was wrong too.
So, but what do you gain from that experience of, making it to the state championship, competing at that level and falling short?
You talking about after the game?
Yeah, after the game.
You cried too.
Oh, nigga, come on.
I
We all
cried.
did. We all did. We all did.
I never in life wanted to feel that again.
Bro, we went and got shirts. 1301 to go on the radio.
I
talking shit.
never wanted to feel like that again. That was a bad feeling.
Okay.
That was a bad feeling.
So we started transitioning, right? But from that point in time, it's like niggas became rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
Like overnight, like crazy shit was going on.
Mm-hmm.
What was some of the perks you would say of, you know, at that time being, you know, one of the top 10 linebackers in the country? Everybody and their mama offering you, like, what was that like? Let's talk about that. Fuck that for the people. How was the women? Fuck all that.
That's a whole different life.
Whoa.
That's a whole different life, man. That's a whole different life. It's a whole different life. It's a whole different life.
Oh, I know. You was a wild boy.
Yeah, wow.
Wild
I
boy.
wish I never ever lived that life. Wish I could take it back. I don't regret nothing
No,
I
don't
ever
regret.
did. I don't regret nothing I ever did. I wish I could just do it different.
A little different. I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
I wish I could do it different.
Remember that time outside the
What? Outside.
when a certain coach walked outside?
Yeah. Yeah. I was.
Yes, gosh, your
I must have
man.
been done a long time ago. The last time, man.
Yeah, all niggas see was that bitch head
Shit.
going back and forth. I said, "God, this nigga crazy."
Yeah, he walked around the bleachers on me. I'm like, oh, yo, the girl, she
I know she looked stupid as
was
a bitch.
crazy.
Like,
She
oh
didn't
my
even see him
God.
like, yo, coach coming. She called ass back through the girls shit. He came over there to me. Deveon, come on. You know this. You know you can't do this. If somebody else would have caught you,
Out of
it
here.
was over with for you.
Out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little shit we take for
It
granted.
was wild. Lansdowne was wild.
I don't know.
Lansdowne was wild, man.
Auditorium.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stairwell. That shit opened in 2001. Shit ain't had no cameras the first year it opened. We came back the next year, that was at 89
Fort
cameras
Knox.
in that bitch,
Fort
man.
Knox.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I was like Eastside High in there.
you preparing for your senior year, right?
Mm-hmm.
In your household, though, like, you know, of course your brother was there, and then he decided to go to Kentfield.
Mhm.
What was that conversation like? What was that like? That decision?
I moved out of mom's house when I was 16. I left. I left the crib, and she told me, that's gonna be your downfall. And damn sure it was my downfall. I moved out when I was 16 from mom's house. I moved in with a girl, you already know her name.
Yeah.
I moved in with them, and shit went right ever since. It was different.
Yeah.
I was living a grown person life. That my first baby when I was 15 years old. I was living a whole different life, man. I was living a whole different life, man.
Facts.
I was living a whole different life. I was dealing with child support in high school. How the fuck you talking to
Yeah.
a high school about child support?
And then you telling me go to class.
You telling me to go to class. Then a motherfucker gonna fuck with me. You kick me out of school. It's politics. There's a lot of politics in that shit.
Alright, so you see here.
Just one thing, bro.
Go ahead.
If they don't want you to make it, you will never make it. And that's 100. If your family up to par to the criteria of what they think, a couple slide through, but you'll never make it if they don't want you, you'll never make it. If your family in the park, you a couple of slides through, you'll never make it. They look deep. They look deep. They look deep. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep.
It's levels to this shit.
Yeah, a lot. A lot. What you do when you're young, that shit will affect you. They look at all that. All that.
Alright, so before we get into your senior year, right, let's talk about the maturation and of Percy during that time, you know what I'm saying? Kind of being like, little homie.
Yeah.
What was that like in that relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Me and P was like brothers for real. We had a hard bond. That was my dude.
So at that time, everybody in the country was coming in to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you choose Virginia Tech right before your senior year. What was that choice? Why Virginia Tech? I mean, you had Pete Carroll.
But Virginia Tech was on then.
True.
See what I'm saying?
For defense, yeah.
Virginia Tech was on then.
Yeah.
That was a smart move. It was one. They know for defense. It was ranked. There was balling there.
Deveon, you remember what you told me?
What's wrong?
I said, why you choose Virginia Tech? You remember what you told me when you was at VCU?
What?
About Jimmy Williams?
No, he said the dorm rooms look like Twin Canal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, when I visit Tech, bro, Tech,
Jimmy, that nigga had orange weed.
Jim. Yeah.
Jimmy was a wild boy.
Yeah, Jimmy a wild boy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the fuck Jimmy in the field? Right? You see what I'm saying?
True.
You see what I'm saying?
He was
it's
a
your character.
dog.
He was your character.
When he took that lap around the stadium after getting kicked out, I said, oh.
He different, man. He different. Jimmy was different. And Jimmy was better than a lot of them players that was there.
All right, speaking on your recruiting, right? I was, I was Googling some stuff, and it was talking about, like they did a ranking, they ranked every position for the last, 25 years that played at Tech. And they were saying the top recruit for each position. You know who the highest ranked recruit is for linebacker?
Who that?
Deveon Simmons.
How many stars was it?
4 stars.
They
He's the highest rated linebacker recruit that they
Now when the Tech, man, they showed me a lot of love. All I do is think, like, if I would have never committed to them, where could I have been? You see what I'm saying? It's like they had cahoots, like they was tied in.
For everything.
You see what I'm saying? And if I would have choose like some on the other side of the
if
country,
you don't go to
something,
Tech, let's just play devil's advocate.
If I didn't go,
What would you have committed to?
Yeah, I'm thinking of experiences. I probably would have. They probably would have been USC or Nebraska.
Hey, you wanna know what's funny? You remember this in the coach's office when the Nebraska coach came in there?
Yeah, I was feeling them hard.
Remember he said we was watching your highlight tape. Remember we know the first play. The highlight tape where you hit Brandon Savage. And
Yeah. Nebraska.
But the coach said, son, you're the best football player that we've seen on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah.
Since Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, he did.
That's real shit. I was in that bitch.
And I said Nebraska's that thing. If I would have chosen Nebraska, Nebraska was they was on it. They won't play no games. It's
and you wouldn't have never play football out there because you were in Nebraska.
If I would have picked Nebraska, they probably would have pushed we gotta get. What are you talking about? We need him. Let's go. It ain't like Tech didn't really push. They didn't push. the way Lansdowne pushed, Tech didn't push like that. If Lansdowne can make shit happen like that, how the fuck you can't? You didn't push. You didn't push. I think it was a cahoot. I think this shit was all a setup for real. The same thing when we win the state championship. That shit was a setup. That shit was a setup. You got dude, man. That shit was a setup, man.
We get into
There was a lot of Tech players in that game, bro.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of Tech players in that game. Think about it, bro. There's a whole lot of Tech.
Eddie Royal, Glennon, Jern, you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Probably a couple more too.
There's a lot of Tech players in that game, bro. Now, if I would have chosen Nebraska, they probably couldn't control it because it ain't in state. You see what I'm saying? I think out of state would have pushed more to get a player. You see what I'm saying? In state, that shit crazy.
All right. So let's get to the game, right? Playing against your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Right. My opinion, you know, he one of the best to me. You know what I mean? I always the argument, you know, of his era, him and Zeus. You know, I always put him a little bit ahead of Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
But what was that like? In the first play of the game, goddamn it, if that motherfucker don't go for 90 yards on our ass.
They broke. I mean, he won the game too.
Now we're gonna get to that. So hold on, man. Like, what was that like, bro? Like, you push your brother out the game.
No, I didn't do it. I just helped him off the field. But that shit is a different experience.
That was dope though.
You see what I'm saying?
And then like for you to play
Everybody was
linebacker,
there, yeah.
you directly playing against your brother.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes you know your brother might be the quarterback, like
Yeah.
the man is.
Yeah.
They ain't playing against each other for
Yeah.
real. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like y'all was playing against each other.
Yeah, it's a different experience. It's a different. I went through so many experiences, but I went through so much shit. But that was different. It was like my mom didn't even know who sideline to sit on. She said, "Yo, you know," she said, "I'm gonna sit on Dana's sideline because he's younger." I said, "All right, go over there." Well, they asked anyway. They say that though. But yeah. They ain't gonna win. They're not gonna win. Go ahead over there. She said on Kidsville sideline, man. Because he was younger.
He put on the show.
That's what she said.
Put on the show.
Yeah, he did.
Put on the show. Respect.
He still beat him by 40.
Yeah, but he, you know, can't say he ain't leave his imprint on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we move on, right? This is often one of the biggest, you know, biggest things. We go play Smith. What was that atmosphere like though when we played Smith? It was always like a lot of shit talking.
It was
Always packed as a motherfucker.
Cold.
There was a lot of shit
And
talking.
cold as a bitch.
There was a lot of shit talking. There was a lot of motherfucking money being bet.
Yes.
There was a lot going on when we played Smith. It was like the whole city.
Everybody in
by
the
time,
city
whole
out.
city
Everybody out.
It was
ain't
Beach
nothing-
versus Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody out.
It won't Lansdowne versus Smith. It
Yo,
was
it's
Beach
a
versus
whole
Chesapeake.
It's a whole different atmosphere when you walk onto the field and you got the whole city behind you. It's a whole different atmosphere. It's like, yo, you'll run through the brick wall. You'll run through a brick wall.
And
And they used to bet big money on us, man.
Oh, they kept
Big
losing.
money. Big money. They used to bet big
They
money.
lost a lot of money
They
too.
take us out. We
Sure.
get food, anything y'all want. Fight anybody y'all want. They just take us out.
Facts.
Food, everything. Applebee's Friday.
Yeah.
We there. We got the biggest session. We there. Bring your girls, your family, whatever. Everything was paid for. They used to bet big money, man. Big money, man.
So let's go to the 2-point conversion, D.
Mm-hmm.
What's going through your head? All I remember Rob called the timeout.
Right before the play.
Yeah, and Rob came on the field. He looked at me. He said, "I'm telling you what the fuck they gonna do."
Mm-hmm.
He said,
Rob was a hell of a coach.
He was the best.
Yeah.
He said they gonna go empty. You know what I'm saying? He said they gonna go empty. We gonna play man to man. And he was like, "Y'all two motherfuckers got Greg Boo."
Yeah.
Straight like that. He said they gonna run the ball. He gonna run the ball. Cause that bitch was getting 6 yards, 7 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they were just backing up, pack the ball, you take off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is good. People was awful.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
I don't agree with it.
All right, okay. So
Hold on, stop.
All right, so we talk about Mike. You know, I know you seen that interview last week.
Mm-hmm.
A couple weeks ago. What's your thoughts on that?
I didn't agree with that.
Which statement?
P is not the top 5 best receiver to come from around.
Okay. Elaborate.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
He the best receiver to come from around here. He the best athlete that come from around here. In the whole Tide Water. There's nothing nobody can ever say. That man, it ain't like it was given. That man worked hard. That man used to train. That man worked. That shit wasn't given to him. That shit was work. And they try to take it away from him. He the best player all around. Wide receiver, punt returner, corner, whatever. I'd take P any day. Any day over anybody. Anybody. That's not a true statement. Who was a better receiver then?
That performance he put on.
Who was a better receiver then?
B.
Yeah.
As far as what?
High school, college, NFL. Who? If that man had more time in the NFL, he'd be Hall of Fame. That man scored, and he had a championship on every level at wide receiver.
That's cool.
At wide receiver. How can you take that away, man? That's not a true statement. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true, bro. It's not true. That man is the best receiver. That man is one of the best athletes. You would never have another one of him from around.
You heard what Cam Newton said?
Never. Ever.
Cam Newton said he's the best football player that he ever seen.
Bet it.
And that's Cam Newton, cuz.
That's the only nigga I know to tell you what he about to do on the field, and he do that shit. Straight like that. He dictate shit.
So what that state championship performance? Let's talk about that. What was that shit? That shit was crazy. We'll never see nothing like that again.
He's good. No.
476 all purpose. Bitch had 3 picks.
P is the best player to come out of the state of Virginia, bro.
Motherfucker was bad, bro.
He the best athlete that come out the state of Virginia, bro. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Who it is.
Yeah. P
was just different, man. He's a different type of athlete. You can't take nothing away from him. Without P,
so we win that bitch.
huh?
When we win it,
Yeah.
what's that redemption like? How that feeling is? Remember the last year, like we just talked about, was crying.
When we won it, that shit was,
It was a relief.
it was joy, yeah.
For me, it was a relief.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you could finally breathe now. Like
Yeah.
it was like we never had a
After
chance.
we lost that whole shit, feel like weights was on nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was like
yeah,
every
we
week
gotta
was
get
like
back,
it was
yeah.
like, all right, we're gonna celebrate, but it was like, it's still nothing we can talk about.
Yeah.
If we don't win this bitch.
I think if we won in our 11th grade year, we turned around, went back our 12th grade year and won it. I think that 11th grade, after that 11th grade year, we would have had a whole lot more fun.
Yeah.
But after that 11th grade loss,
There was so much focus.
we was on a mission
Yeah.
to get back to that.
Cause you know what I'm saying? So
Oh shit!
Hey, so
shit.
what was it? What was that bus ride?
Oh, shit.
What was that ride back to the school like? I remember one particular thing.
What happened? Yeah, man.
They gonna say no names.
Did that bus ride?
But it was some niggas was getting some head.
Yeah, that bus ride was different back to the 70s.
Everybody was getting their Jimmy wax.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was a movie, though. Unbelievable shit.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I couldn't believe it.
Bro, sweaty and oh my
I
god.
couldn't believe it was going down like that.
I couldn't
I
either.
guess everybody was happy.
Yeah, everybody's a winner.
Full of joy.
Everybody loves a winner.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
You're the real MVP. You're the trophy. Yeah.
Hey look, let's tell the Bell story, right? Speaking of that, because this is on the way to that, and then we get back. We start, you know what I mean? Remember one day I was like, yo, take a ride with me, bro. You said, alright.
Oh, you talking about Shorty?
We gonna go to Corral, right?
Yeah.
I said, alright, when I come back out, D, just get in the driver's seat and drive.
Yeah.
Going back to your crib.
You had the fucking red fucking
The Explorer.
Explorer. Yeah.
Bro, what happened next, D?
I don't know, I was driving and I just looked in the rear view. Yo, Shorty was going crazy back there. What the fuck going on back there?
That nigga almost crashed the wheel. I said, cuz, that nigga got the Twinkledale in 2 minutes.
You can get her out the car.
Yeah, we went through everybody, you hear me?
Yeah. But it was back
Nah,
that thing. You was by that thing, your motherfucking
it was
boot smoke. I'm in the rear view. I ain't even paying attention.
Cause it was me, you,
I'm not even paying attention to the road.
Peanut. Oh. David.
It's like, yo, you see how like everybody around me, like they took out? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit was, this is weird, bro. Everybody around me, they took out.
What you mean by that?
What you mean? Niggas was really doing time then.
Yeah.
Shit been different. You feel me? Like,
Gotcha.
I was playing ball. Cause like everybody took out. Everybody like they took out. Like they did. I think the city did niggas dirty, man.
You feel like they used you, and then was like, once it was done, it was like, all right, fuck it.
I think it was more like, yo, he got too many people behind him. If y'all get him the money, shit can go. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's deep. It's deep. Like the people I was running with, like they knew like what would have went on if the money was there. You see what I'm saying? Well, at least that's how they was thinking. I know, man. There's a lot of foul shit, man. There's a lot of foul shit, man. They wiped out, bro. They wiped out.
2 times.
Like, yo, it shit was deep, man. Shit was deep, man. Like, them people was coming. The FBI, they was coming, man. You know, they was coming through the school. They was coming. Shit was real, man. Like, shit was crazy. It's like this. It's like, how can you do that to people that brought so much money into your city? Like your city, Virginia Beach, won't lit in football. They didn't give a fuck.
You know the
They didn't give a fuck about no Virginia.
Facts.
Nigga, that shit went on the map.
You're right.
How can you not have somebody back like that and brought all that money to your city? And it go, dude, it's this deep though, bro. It's this deep. It's like, how are you gonna accommodate for real after y'all killed his motherfucking cousin, and that man done brought $1 billion into this motherfucking city.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? It's deep, man. It's deep, man. It's deep, man. That shit deep, man. They supposed to drop to their knees and whatever they had to do to accommodate that shit, they should have did that. You see what I'm saying? When we was in school, we brought so much money to the city. Whatever happened, they should have. It's the back end to this shit. It's ways, it's ties to go through.
Cause a lot of people
whatever
got
niggas went through. You see what I'm saying?
Promotions and all that
You
shit.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Superintendent jobs and
yeah, it was
all
deep.
that shit.
It was deep. It was deep. It was deep. It was like them up, man. That shit crazy. Them niggas don't give a fuck. Virginia Beach don't. The city of Virginia Beach don't give a fuck about black kids playing football. It's almost a waste of time. If you don't get, if the right system don't come get you, to go to college is a waste of fucking time. Tell me, if you ain't got the college behind you, and you go recruit and you sit down and you really talk, you gotta really be there. You gotta really know what the fuck going on. Mm-hmm. You gotta know who really for you. If you don't know who for you doing that recruiting and shit, you wasting fucking time. If you make the wrong decision could be the end of your career. You see what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about you. They don't get paid off you regardless.
So 2-time state defensive player of the year, right?
How the fuck that nigga ain't in no D1?
2 times all-time water.
I ain't in no D1.
What do you rank with as far as linebackers and guys on the defensive side of the ball?
What do you mean?
Where you at?
As far as what?
Linebackers. You put anybody ahead of you?
I don't think I can do that. That's tough. I'm trying to think about it for a second.
Who close? Like some of the ones that you be like, yeah, that nigga was a baller.
As far as what? Other teams or
Yeah,
our teams?
other teams. Any linebacker you like.
You know who I like? Then 25 from Westfield.
Yeah.
The one that made TJ cry?
Yeah, he was a dog.
Yeah, that's the one I like. He made TJ cry.
He's petty, man.
He made TJ cry, bro. I remember being in the huddle, yo. Like, yo, what the fuck did you cry for? It's like, yo, fuck, nobody not blocking him, bro. He coming free, knocking my shit loose. I'm like, bro, this nigga come from this way, and I know what the fuck. I can't make that block over there. I'm gonna tell them niggas that shit. It was so much fucked up in that game, bro. Man, that bitch was hitting TJ so goddamn hard, man. I wanted to fuck that nigga up. Yo, 25 from Westfield, that nigga was coming down. That nigga was biting, bud. He wanna make TJ cry. I said, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, man? That nigga was coming. That nigga was raising hell, bro. He was raising hell.
Hey, remember when we played Kellerman passing league and we got the rumbling?
Yeah. They did. It was disrespectful.
Yeah, Matt Long, he called Coach Betty a bitch.
Yeah, it was disrespectful.
Percy broke his nose.
Cox too. Both of them
And
was
that shit
disrespectful.
went down. Went all down for them.
It seemed that look, they allow that because they majority white students.
Yeah.
You hear me?
We was always gonna take the blame, even
So
though we
every chance it's
starting
like
shit.
It's like every chance the city got to throw teams or throw an obstacle at us, that's what they did for us to bite on it.
That Cox fight.
Yeah, they want to make it. They want to make it. They want to make it a different story out of us. They didn't want to. If you go to Chesapeake, anywhere else, they had. If we was there,
Yeah,
oh
they
my
back
God,
us. Yeah, they
oh
back
my God, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. They love.
Because if you think them niggas at Smith ain't doing some crazy shit, they just sweeping that shit under the rug.
Yeah, it would have been different. It would have been different. It would have been different.
And they behind them.
The city not behind. The city not behind.
Which is why
Football
they leave Reem in there and don't care.
Yeah, because he'll fuck up.
Program
He'll fuck up. How can you let a man, come on man, he old. Come on bro. He old. He don't even know what he's doing. He not even putting kids in school. I mean, how long he been there?
All of them leaving. And go somewhere else.
Exactly.
And go play Division I football.
They don't care. They doing what they want him to do.
AJ Hargis.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Should have fucking left 2 years ago.
Hey, they gonna take my picture down after this interview.
They're gonna take you down. They can't erase that.
But look, listen to this, bro. How the hell they didn't have TJ up on the wall?
They just put him up there.
Come on, bro.
He just did?
Come on, bro.
I like to think the shot clock interview had a lot to do with that.
Come on, bro. That nigga throw a
that
ball.
was sad. That man threw for 4,000.
I never seen
46 touchdowns.
I never seen nobody in person throw a ball like he throw a ball. If you catch it the wrong way, break your fingers. You had to Coach Brady you had to know how to make the diamond for the nose of the ball to go into your hand, bro. Yeah. If you didn't, TJ was gonna break your finger, bro.
Break them bitches.
He was gonna break your finger. You had to make the diamond.
It's sad, man. Just the culture is gone, man. You know, Atlanta at the time, it was just different. Niggas used to come to the games, stay on the sideline at the state tournament.
Who wanna go back to that? Them niggas treat us like shit, man. Them niggas treat us like shit, man. They treat us like shit, man. Who the fuck wanna go back to them?
Put dudes out the weight room and come back for the summer? Like, what?
They treat us like
Who
shit.
let the guys who come back for the summer and work out?
Shit, man. They treat us like shit there. The whole time, though. There was so much shit the whole time there with Lansdowne. Not the coaches and shit, but that school, that shit wasn't right, man. The principal was dope. Fuck with the principal. At first, we switched over.
To
Another principal. That nigga was the worst. Hope he ain't a principal for nobody. High school.
He in charge of the school plant now. Like,
What? Get him out of there. Man, that nigga's the worst. He is the worst. He faking the funk. He is the worst principal ever.
He didn't spare us though, bro.
He ain't spare shit.
Yes, he did.
He spared his job.
We got caught in the auditorium.
He spared his job.
Did.
The only reason he didn't because he didn't have the footage. That shit was erased.
That shit was a bad day.
That shit was. If he had that footage, it would have went down.
Yeah, footage of was walking down the hall.
I don't give a fuck. That's not guilty. If that footage from that auditorium ain't been erased, it was over with. Over with. If he would have got a hold of that footage, it was over with. That bitch would have been superintendent back then. The kid us. What?
It was your fault.
It wasn't my fault, bro. They were bugged.
You was the
He
lookout
always.
man.
I don't care.
You was the lookout man.
Bro,
I said, bug.
you always into some shit, bro.
No, bro,
You
you
always
was the
bringing
lookout
niggas
man.
along, bro.
You got something.
Oh my god.
That nigga.
This nigga got the Jimmy Wax down wrong.
Other shit.
I'm wrong for keeping this nigga on.
That nigga, you was a wild boy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that nigga Q dog, you know that nigga was a wild boy.
Hey, man.
I wanted to be a Q. I was enjoying a Q soon I hit the compound. You better bet that shit. That's 100. That's 100% for real.
Real talk,
Nigga, I used to watch a nigga step.
Them one walk,
on the internet.
RP. But he used to come practice.
Yup.
Man.
Yup. Walk. Yup.
That nigga walk used to be an RP walk, man.
And I used to go watch that shit. Them niggas used to have them goddamn gold boots on. Used to be stomping with that motherfucking purple and gold on. I wanted to be another. They used to have the girls up on their head. I'm like, yeah. I'm a dog. Oh, yeah. That's where I belong at. All right, do my guy. Yeah. So that the compound was going to Q dog. That's no cap.
Javon didn't want to be an alpha.
Yeah. He became an alpha after Richmond. Yo, that nigga, I used to go. After all that, I had to go to Richmond.
Man, this nigga Deveon
I had to
be in
calm
the
down a
comments,
little
bitch.
bit, man.
Whew.
How you get this nigga swiped?
Remember that?
Like,
No. Remember when I was out there in school? Your ass came.
I used to- yeah,
Remember you
yeah.
called him his murderer?
Yeah, yo, that shit crazy, man. I've been,
That
that's
nigga, I looked up. That nigga Deveon was in Richmond. Cause I got out of class. That nigga, man, what you about to do?
yeah.
Ready.
I was
Ready.
lit. I was lit on Richmond, dude.
nigga, we had that fight at Aurora.
Yeah. Keep this up.
Zeus was in there 16 years old with a bottle. I said, man, what the fuck? Y'all need to go home.
Yeah.
I live here. Y'all are going home.
All right, so look, dude. Don't work out. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like it was done. You get the second chance when you go down to the JUCO. Let's speak on that. Like
Mississippi?
You know, yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, they put a warrant out for me for child support. Then I had to
Once
fly back. I
again.
had to leave.
So once again, like at this point, you know, all that shit was behind you. You know what I'm saying? You was, you know, about to, you know, get back.
Yeah.
And then
Yo, we trying to get the court hearing over the phone so I wouldn't have to come back. Virginia Beach wouldn't even they wouldn't even do nothing. I had to come back. Soon I come back, man, that shit was terrible, man. Virginia Beach is terrible. It's terrible, man. I'm glad it's starting to show now. Everything they done did, like, it's starting to show. Like, that shit need to be fixed, man. It's bad.
even dating back to Booker's.
It's bad, man. It's bad, man. And we lived that shit. That shit made us like kind of who we are. That shit was different.
All right, so speak on. I see now you out there coaching the kids.
Yeah.
What? How did that come about? What was the passion behind that?
I mean, it's like I really like for a long time. After that, I really ain't want to deal with football after that. After a long time, I probably started coaching football probably about 4 years ago. If that, I couldn't get into football a long time. And the only game that I watched on TV, football, was the Redskins. And you know that game was turned off before halftime. Because
sure.
they was some shit. But it's like, then Tay got the team. He asked me to coach with him, so I just started coaching with him. And then that's how it just came about. Now it's like, y'all need to let me come in and put y'all defense in. But y'all, man. But yeah, man, it's like, that shit, it's different, man. Coaching football and playing football is two different things.
Facts.
It's two different things.
A lot more patience.
The only thing you can do is get the kids to react to you. If you don't get the kids to react to you, then you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Yeah. It's totally different. Coaching football is like playing the game. You know, it can make your man do so much. Playing the game, you got total control of yourself.
Alright. Give me your top 5 running backs.
Of what? All time?
That you played against.
That I played against.
Or you saying, you might not, even if you ain't playing, we could have just said top 5.
Around here?
Yeah. On the spot.
Alright, let me see. It depends though, bud.
What you mean?
Cause 9th grade I was younger. You see what I'm saying?
That's fine.
So 12th grade, 11th grade, I'm older, so they could have been better to somebody else that,
Yeah,
you see what
I
I'm
got what
saying?
you're saying.
But
Just give me the 5, like, you know what I'm saying?
the ever come from around.
Yeah, let you give that now, like, yo, that mom was a dog, bro. Like, you ain't have to play against him.
That came from out of here.
Yeah.
Routine beats.
He ain't gotta be the beach.
Alright, let me see. I'm gonna give you 5 that I played against.
Alright, cool.
Alright, let me see. The best running back that I probably played against was, I'm gonna have to say Isaiah Gardner. I'm gonna have to say Isaiah Gardner.
Okay.
The second best running back I played against,
He going to order. Alright.
the second best running back I played against would have to be Devin Coley.
Just had him on the shot clock last week.
The third best running back I played against was Evan Royster.
Play for your Redskins.
Yeah. The fourth and the fifth,
That's to get real.
yeah. Let me see. I want to say Dana and Zeus, but I was older then. But let me see.
I mean, they were dogs, bro.
Yeah, but I was older, so
I got you.
a big dog. That's little
I got
pup.
you.
Ain't,
I got
you know what I mean?
I got
Like,
what you're saying.
let me see.
Scotty.
Scotty was alright. He was easy to tackle though. Scotty went down easy. Some of the niggas that lower that shit and keep running, he really got tackled. As a linebacker.
Just got 3.
Man, I ain't got. I had to get it Data and Zeus.
Got you. Good list. Good list.
Man, I was older when I played Data and Zeus.
I'm gonna say some names, and I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind. Right?
Oh, alright, go ahead.
Coach Rob.
Hell of a coach. Hell of a mentor.
Coach Beatty.
Coach Beatty. Coach Beatty, a hell of a coach, man. Coach Beatty taught me a lot. All of them taught me a lot, man. Coach Beatty taught me more like the man side of life. That's what I got from Coach Beatty coaching. Win, fuck everybody, do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
As a man, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Respect your family. Respect your. That's what I got from Coach Beatty and that coaching style.
Coach A.
Coach A. The same, man. Coach A, man. Coach A, a hell of a coach, man. He's still going too, man. People still talk about Coach A. Track, Coach A, man. Coach A is training like no ever,
Big
man.
back. My big came off that
Coach
dog
A,
fight
Coach A, a trainer like no ever, man. Coach A gets you ready for anything. Coach Rod gets you ready mentally. Coach A gets you ready physically.
That's a good
Because
one.
Coach Rod talk hella shit to you, man.
And Beatty gonna give you all the X's and O's.
Yeah.
I put everybody on the spot with this. Favorite teammate? And why?
Favorite teammate of all time? I didn't have no favorite teammate.
Looking back now.
To then, I didn't have one, bud.
I got you.
I fuck with everybody. The same. The team. But y'all niggas, man, our team was different, bro.
We did everything.
You see what I'm saying? Our team was different. We don't know like who you fuck with. Our team was, we was brothers. Like, ain't nobody telling nobody. Ain't nobody fight one-on-one. They won't none of that. If one person did it, everybody did it. We was together. Everything we did a lot of shit together, man. Like they team like nowadays, they probably don't not like that. We did everything together all week long. Even after the game, Saturday, film section, we was always together. But the craziest teammate, I can't say that either. Yeah, we had some good times, man.
It's real good times.
We had some good times, man. People just, somebody took the time and just, you need to do it, bud.
It's coming.
Yo,
It's coming.
man.
Documentary.
They wouldn't
man.
believe,
It's
bro.
coming, man.
They won't believe the half.
It's coming, man.
They be like, you lying.
I'm gonna tell it all. It's
They be
coming.
like, you
It's
lying. Yeah,
It's coming. The town.
yeah,
The town, man.
yeah,
Appreciate you, D.
yeah.
Appreciate you, dog. Dropping in, baby.
I gotta come back again.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta come back again.
Shot clock.
I gotta come back again.